It's that time of the year again when we get a new Call of Duty trailer and we get excited, and then when the game comes out, we find out that we was sold a lie and we get all pissed off at Activision again. Now, but all jokes aside, we're gonna be reacting to the Black Ops 6 direct and gameplay reveal trailer. I feel like this will be a good game, and I got reasons why. I feel like Treyarch had 2 years to work on this game. We know they did Cold War, and that was a game that I wasn't really feeling too much. I felt like the game graphically just looked like it was a PS4, PS3 game, and this was coming after Modern Warfare, where graphically, say what you want about Modern Warfare, I love Modern Warfare. Out of all the new Call of Duties that came out, Modern Warfare 1 is my favorite one with just the movement, the graphics, everything about the game. At first, you had to get used to it, but once you adapted to the game, I don't know, I just love that one compared to all the games that came out recently. But yeah, Black Ops Cold War, I didn't really like it too much. I know there's fans that love Treyarch more than Infinity Ward, and I've always been an Infinity Ward dude, just because I like the Modern Warfare 1 better and Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Ghosts. I just like the graphics. To me, their graphics always look better, but Treyarch, they do some things better than Infinity Ward. I think their map design is better, the gunplay, they got things that they do better, and Infinity Ward got things that they do better, but I feel like this will be the first real next gen Call of Duty from Treyarch. And I don't know why they're calling it Black Ops 6, because nobody called Cold War Black Ops 5. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. This might be the last Call of Duty I'm really gonna give a chance, bro, because I was so pissed off what they did with Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Modern Warfare 2 was a better I think it's a better game than Modern Warfare 3, just the fine tuning, the attention to detail. Modern Warfare 3, they gave us things that we never asked them to take away anyway. They finally gave us map voting, the red dots, the slide cancel, things that they took away that we never asked them to take away. And they gave it to us like it was a new feature, and people were happy for that. They gave us the classic Modern Warfare 2 maps, but Modern Warfare 3, I played that game the least out of all the new CODs that came out. Usually around this time, I'm ranked around level 800, 600 to 800, and I have a lot of time played in Call of Duty games. But Modern Warfare 3, bro, I could barely play that game. Like I play it for like 20 minutes, or I get on for like an hour the most, and then I just get off because I can't stand the manipulation that they're doing with all the rigging, with the algorithms, the skill-based matchmaking, the EOMM. Like that should be a gaming sin. That should not be allowed in no game where they rig a match because you're good at it and they want to give people a fair chance. That's some bullshit, and I was just disgusted. I played the game and I feel disgusted, bro, because it's like you die to bullshit and not because of a skill issue. And I'm just sick of it. And now Call of Duty finally has some competition. They want to start singing the right tunes to us, right? So we're gonna see, man. I'm gonna get Black Ops 6, because look, I tried to play X Defiant, and it's not a bad game, but it's just the movement to me. I don't like the movement. And that's one thing I love about Call of Duty is like, say what you want. The movement in Call of Duty feels a lot better. And Ubisoft, I'm not a fan of Ubisoft at all. That's two things against X Defiant. They could probably fix the movement, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have to go back to that game to see how I really feel about it. But I think Treyarch is going to do the right thing, and I have hope that they will finally do the right thing. And another thing to look at is this will be the first Call of Duty under Xbox. So there's a lot riding on this COD. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that, a little bit of competition is making them worried. And you know what? We need to start catering to the fans of the series, which they haven't been doing for a long time. And yeah, so without further ado, let's check out this reveal. Originally, it was supposed to be called Black Ops Gulf War, and then they changed it to Black Ops 6. I would presume Black Ops 6 just sounds like a moneymaker.
Hello and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles, and thanks for joining us today. We're excited to share what we've been working on for the past few years. For Black Ops 6, we really wanted to give ourselves the time to craft something truly great.
Keyword time.
Delivering a new level of polish and innovation across all parts of the game. I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6. And I know that the team are excited to give you a deep dive.
He already talking like, you know, we took the time to fine tune and we got something special. They always gonna hype up every Call of Duty when it comes out, but we're gonna have to see for ourselves. One thing I already noticed, the graphics ain't blowing me away, but I think that's because the compression of the video, and we only have 1080p. I need to see this a little bit clearer.
Into our campaign and global innovations across the entire game.
Oh yeah, campaign. We know the campaign is gonna be fire. I love campaigns in Call of Duty. At one point, I would have to beat the campaign before even hopping on multiplayer, but we want to know the gameplay, bro. I don't care about the campaign.
We're taking players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s. In true signature Black Ops fashion, our story builds on real history, thrusting players into a conspiracy where a shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the US government, branding anyone who resists as traitors and forcing players to go rogue for the first time.
That sounds like real life
the very
today.
Machine that created them. The team has been meticulously crafting every aspect of this game to deliver the fun and attitude players expect from the Black Ops franchise.
Multiplayer is of course here and brings the Black Ops style and provides a playground for the brand new Omni movement system. New way to push beyond your limits and move like an action hero. You'll see a sneak peek of that later today. Round-based
So what,
zombies is
basically
absolutely back and
jumping
better
like
than ever.
Max Payne,
You
bro?
can be sure it's full of surprises. With that, let's step into the mind-bending campaign experience we've been crafting with our partners at Raven.
I don't really care too much about zombies, but if they make a good zombies mode, then, you know, I'm here for that.
No turning back now.
Ooh, this looks like the original zombies. That's campaign.
Every Call of Duty player has a favorite campaign mission. When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after. We are bringing that action-packed blockbuster feel to every step of the narrative. We are giving you more variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay, and more
I like that with the
options to
dirt
finishing
bikes. That
missions.
looks fun.
We can do this loud or quiet.
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a high-octane spy thriller where you're never sure who to trust and what's real. And it's all set against the backdrop of the early 90s. The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The US is the only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere across the music, television, and pop culture of the time. When we talk about the Black Ops timeline, Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2, the aftermath of which has left our heroes in dire circumstances.
Okay, looks like we got Franks and Wood back.
Black Ops 6 blends the rich and gritty history of previous franchise titles with bold new characters, with veteran Frank Woods as our through line in our story. In this new chapter, we see a different side of Woods following his traumatic injury at the hands of Raul Menendez. He's been pulled from the field as he adjusts to a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio. His protege is Troy Marshall, who's been making a name for himself in the field. Marshall is a reluctant leader
Look like
driven
Wesley
by a
Snipes,
strong
bro.
moral compass. Marshall and
Facts.
Woods are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow. She's a born leader, fearless and brilliant, and helps manage their relationships within the agency. Woods' ability to operate in the shadows has always been hugely valuable to the CIA, whether they want to admit it or not. And Marshall has the ability to make tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue. They soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on.
Sounds like every
Without
other
any of their
spy
usual
movie I've seen in my
resources, They have
life.
to build their own team, recruiting two exciting new characters in Felix Newman, a technical genius, and Savati Dima, a mysterious assassin. With the end of the Cold War, these former enemies have become new allies. And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler, who'd gone missing for months, a former ally may have become a new enemy.
For the Black Ops single-player campaign, we prioritized mission variety and unique experiences. Our goal was to offer players a wide variety of mission types, each crafted from the ground up. One moment, you'll be storming a palace. The next, you'll be pulling off a heist at a casino. We aim to take players all over the world and immerse them in vastly different experiences. Within these missions, we wanted gameplay to unfold in multiple ways, giving players the freedom to navigate through them as they see fit.
That's nothing new,
Where
though.
we have different combat styles,
They did that in the last Modern Warfare 3 with the missions, you know, the open-ended missions. Basically, they made the missions almost like a war zone playground. Like, you know, you have an open map and you go to certain points on the map to do these objectives, and then you do it wasn't linear, you know, so hopefully with Black Ops 6, the campaign will be more linear and narrative driven, but also giving you a little bit of freedom on how you accomplish it. You know, not too crazy like they did with Modern Warfare 3. I didn't think it worked in that one, but again, I really don't care about the campaign. I know the campaign will be interesting at the most. I've always enjoyed Call of Duty campaigns for the cutscenes, and you know, I have to play the campaign before I even hop on multiplayer. I've always been that way, but you know, I want to see like multiplayer stuff, the aspects of multiplayer. What are y'all bringing for 6v6? Because they seem to always come up with new ideas for campaigns, but what about for the multiplayer online modes? That's what we really care about. And I'm not talking about Warzone, I'm talking about 6v6.
Where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences. And we think you'll want to replay levels to see them all.
Okay, that's cool. That shit looks kind of slow though, man.
We are excited to offer a variety of different enemy types in the campaign. The goal was to provide different challenges for the player. So whether they choose to go in guns blazing or take a stealthier approach.
Line them up right, you can take them both down with one shot. Nice and quiet.
We've continued to push on what's possible in terms of how our enemy combatants behave. Your enemies will be relentless, constantly seeking to outmaneuver you throughout the levels. They'll cut off escape routes, push on players' location, and force them to think on their feet. We've created certain missions where we give you a high-level objective and a variety of ways to approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are hunting down missile launchers with the SAS. It's one of the largest campaign maps that we've ever created.
Look alive, people! They know we're coming!
That sounds like Captain Pierce right there.
You'll find that some of our destinations have a startling contrast in look and feel as well. We have a mission that takes place in an opulent casino in Southern Europe. It's unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. And what the player does in this space is totally unexpected. And another one of our missions
that looks
we have
cool.
set in the harsh tundra of northern Russia.
We are excited to offer an array of brand new equipment, as well as some favorites from the Black Ops universe. RCXD, Tranquilizer Trap, Adrenaline Stim, Homing Knife.
A homing knife?
Disruptor.
That looks sick. I never used throwing knives. I might use the homing knife though.
The campaign is grounded within an expanded campaign hub called the Safe House. You might remember we also had that in Black Ops Cold War. But this time, we wanted to think a little bit more broadly about the environment. We chose to have our team's hub located in a more naturalistic
So
setting.
basically where you set up before you do your missions and
It's
shit.
in an abandoned manor by an ocean cliffside.
Level up your equipment, your guns.
What's most unique is that it used to be a KGB black site, which was operational during the 50s and 60s. This brings a lot of intrigue to the Safe House and will allow players to explore and discover secrets from the past. The team is also bringing back the evidence board, which is still the centerpiece of the Safe House experience, but with brand new upgrades.
I wish they would do that
Players
for the
can view
multiplayer like they did in
campaign
World
outline,
War
gain deeper
II.
insights into missions, and
They had a hub
analyze
where
evidence
everybody could
collected
just go
throughout
in and
missions.
chill. Okay.
Okay, the attacker comes in. I'll go. 3, 2, 1, go!
That's cool.
That was sick. I think we got it.
With Black Ops 6, our goal is to create a more connected experience that keeps players immersed across every single mode. We've pushed ourselves at every corner to innovate and craft the most signature Black Ops experience for our players. Movement has been a consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty. And with Black Ops 6,
That was sick
we're
right there.
redefining movement across the
So
entire
basically
game.
Max Payne in Call of Duty.
For the first time ever, players can sprint in any direction and move like a true Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call Omni Movement.
That's
This
fire.
unlocks the ability to move like never before and seamlessly chain combat maneuvers like slide, dive, and our enhanced supine prone in full 360 degrees range of motion.
From the beginning, we started
I like
with, you
that.
can't do this thing, why? And then realized people actually move that way. What happens if we get rid of that construct? And then instantly it opened up like, oh, if you can sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you can slide in any direction, which then led to
Yeah, you
all
added
the
Max Payne to
on-the-ground
Call of
movement
Duty.
and everything else chaining together.
That'd be cool. You could run forward,
It's really
dive, and then
something
turn
that changes
around
how
and
you
shoot
think
behind
and
you.
play the game, whether it's campaign, MP, or zombies. We truly believe that once you experience Omni Movement, there's no going back.
I kind of do like that. I'm not even gonna lie.
We also have what we're calling intelligent movement, which is a set of features that drastically reduces how many buttons or keys you're pressing to perform various movements. These can be enabled in player options, and they're broken down into 3 categories: sprint assist, mantle assist, and crouch assist. And each of these settings will allow for fine-tuning. Intelligent movement really started with this idea that we want all players to focus on what they want to do.
So
and
you're
not how to
lowering the
do it.
skill gap. No, I don't like
We
that.
want every player, regardless of skill level or
See?
input or experience with Call
No.
of Duty, to be able to engage with Omni Movement.
That's
and live
stupid.
out their
Omni
own
movement
action
is
hero
cool,
fantasy
but
in Black Ops
intelligent
6.
movement, I don't like. What's so hard about pressing a button to climb and mantle and crouch, bro? Like,
We looked at other genres like racing games, where they have these great assist settings that can be turned on and off. Things like traction control or assisted braking. And we really love the idea of taking that thinking and applying it to our own movement options.
well, if it's for handicapped
I don't
people,
think this
then
is a
I can understand.
one-size-fits-all
But
thing, and I encourage players to play around with combos of these settings to really dial in their preferred setup. Hit zones are regions on a character that react when taking damage or dying. In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to 9 regions, so now we can determine if that enemy was shot in their left leg or right leg, and then we'll play a bespoke death animation depending on that location that they were hit.
okay.
So world connectivity is this concept that players' movement and reactions are connected to the world based on their choices. A great example that really shines is a global feature we call corner slicing, where as you round a corner or go through a doorway, your weapon's gonna dynamically rotate in the direction that you're
Automatically?
rounding that corner. And since it's dynamic, it'll be a bit more dramatic if you're slowly clearing a room, but won't affect you at all if you're barreling full speed around that same corner.
All right.
We're constantly looking for opportunities to set the bar with movement and animations in Black Ops 6.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Take cover!
Our team is super thrilled to show you the best looking characters that we've done. Through our process of photogrammetry,
I want to know more about like the
scanned and
multiplayer though,
incorporated
bro.
onto each
Like
of our operatives.
kill streaks, perks.
For our
That's the
faces,
shit that we
a
want to know
dynamic
about.
real-time analysis of spontaneous performances was captured and processed to make every emotional, impactful moment true to actual life. We made sure to have special attention to the cuticles and make sure that they don't look.
This
they're
looks
just
way
freshly
better
cut.
than
There's dirt in between
Cold
their
War,
nails
though,
and the
graphically.
oils in their palms as
They actually had
sweaty
time
and
to work
running
on it,
through
though,
situations
so-
that they're in. Paying attention to
Zombies.
every detail.
All right, guys, I'm hyped. I gotta tell you, I'm hyped.
The thing that
I'm
I'm most
hyped. I'm
excited
sorry.
about is the number of
Call
new
me a
weapons from the
fanboy,
era that
but
we've added, which includes many that are brand new to the franchise.
this was
Our
to
heroes
calm
are rogue
everybody down
operatives,
about
and they
X
operate
Defiant. Like,
outside
oh,
the
y'all like
normal
X
playbook.
Defiant?
That means they're
Look what we got
procuring
coming
gear
up.
by any means necessary, and it allowed us to pull a unique mix of weapons.
I just hope they
We
don't
made
have
sure to
that
deliver
bullshit
dozens of unique
SBMM and
attachments for every
EOMM.
gun, and this allows the players to create a weapon to match any playstyle that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
In Black Ops 6, we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism. We find real-world reference so that we can match that motion, the weight, the timing, then riff off of that and create that hyper-real look that everybody has come to know and love from Call of Duty.
The Black Ops 6 user experience is all about focusing players on what they need when they need it, and our in-game HUD is no different. From the mini-map to the ammo widget to in-game notifications, the Black Ops 6 HUD combines some of our best designs in a clean, streamlined
Yeah,
experience.
this looks real clean and it's looking real
For
good.
the first time in Call of Duty, players will be able to change their HUD in dramatic ways to suit their needs. For instance, streamers can choose a layout optimized for their setup, or maybe you want your HUD centered so you don't have to look away. Want to play hardcore anywhere, or finally put the minimap in the bottom left? Those are options as well. Not only does the HUD give players important status, it connects them to the world and helps them feel rewarded for being awesome. As players track that elusive challenge or target their next level unlock, Black Ops 6 delivers an end-to-end experience from the lobby into combat and back, where player progress and achievement are celebrated in a big way.
Perk system? I mean, prestige? Prestige.
Early on in Black Ops 6's development, we set a goal to make leveling and XP matter more than ever. Looking back through the Call of Duty and Black Ops catalog, there's a lot of love, both internally at Treyarch and that we see in our community, for how we used to handle prestige. Traditional prestige is back in Call of Duty with Black Ops 6.
Should have never been gone
We
anyway,
pulled the
but
best of the best from past Call of Duty prestige systems.
I'm glad it's
and are
back.
going bigger and more rewarding than ever. Players who reach max player level will have the choice to enter prestige, start fresh with relocked gear, and go through the leveling journey again. Black Ops 6 will have 10 prestiges, each with a valuable set of rewards to earn and equip to peacock your status. Players who make it through Prestige 10 aren't done. Instead, they'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 additional levels to climb through and a
Holy.
classified reward to uncover for anyone dedicated enough to make it all the way to the end.
this is gonna make
The full
people want to
prestige
play.
system
This is how you get fans excited, Activision. You give them a reason to play the game and continue playing the game and look forward to unlocking rewards and not shoveling freaking microtransactions down their throat. If the game is good, people will spend money on microtransactions. You don't got to do all these stupid, I can't even describe the word. It's just like a word for it where they do sneaky little things to try to get more and more money from their fans instead of just making a great game that people want to continue playing, and you have a reason to continue playing because you got prestiges and you could get cool specialized rewards for achieving said rank. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how you do it.
is available on day one in Black Ops 6.
Nice. Yeah, your boy is hype. Multiplayer.
We know how many of our players look forward to multiplayer, and we will be providing a deep dive on it later in the year. For now, here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Our vision since day one has been to craft an approachable and engaging step change of that signature Black Ops multiplayer experience. We focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch: Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move. Recon is all about intel and counter-intel play. And strategists are support players who throw their bodies at objectives.
And this was the one thing I'm not a fan of, like specialist type of things, bro. Like they did that with Black Ops 3 and 4. Not so much Cold War. I've never been a fan of specialists, bro. Just give me a character and let me do the perks and I could make my own play style. I don't want to have to choose a certain character that has a specific set of play style. I don't like that. Give me the freedom to create the play style I want with the character.
For the win, or focus on taking out enemy score streaks for the team. All of our weapons, gear, and gadgets in multiplayer have been intentionally designed through that lens of supporting these playstyles.
You see what I'm saying?
And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which we're happy to announce is returning with Black Ops 6.
I really don't care about that, but
I
okay.
said we're only getting a taste of MP today, but of course that means you're gonna get some early details on maps.
We're happy to announce that we will be launching with 16 all-new MP maps. We've got 12 core 6v6 and 4 strike maps, which can be played as 6v6 or 2v2. What do players like? What do we know that they want? So we're back to our classic 3-lane maps. We've got fast, frenetic experiences, and we have that balance with more medium size, like better for hardcore pacing, to keep the action flowing, but still have meaningful decisions for the player to make. The maps have their own stories.
One thing I want for maps, I want maps that, like, I think they did it with Advanced Warfare, like certain maps that change during the map. Like during the game, dynamic maps, you have a part of the map that's open and then second part of the game is closed, or, weather that affects the gameplay. I want some cool shit, bro. I'm tired of the same, okay, 3-lane maps, cool, but, make it dynamic. Make what's happening in the game affect the map, like explosions destroy a certain part where dudes was camping and they can't camp in that spot no more because it's blown up. Like how Battlefield does it with the demolition, but they don't really do that in Call of Duty.
And
but just a little bit. I'm not asking for a whole map like that, certain parts of the map.
I don't want to get into too many spoilers there, but you'll experience some of those locations through the multiplayer lens.
We've covered a lot today, but couldn't leave you without giving you just one more thing. Round-Based Zombies is back, and we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it. We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated mix of fan-favorite features and new elements to discover. For those new to Zombies, it's our unique take on the cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed full of powerful weapons and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets to uncover. The legacy of Zombies is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we are so proud of what the mode is bringing to players in Black Ops 6. As you've heard today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to Zombies. Plus, there are many additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for Round-Based Zombies. Be on the lookout for more.
I mean, yeah, congratulations to the Zombies fans. Like I said, never really was into the Zombies that much. I think it was probably Black Ops I think Black Ops 1 and 2 Zombies were my favorite. Which Zombies was it that you had the bus and you had to keep getting on the bus and you would drive and then you had to stop and fix the bus? I think that was my favorite one. But yeah, I mean, I might be interested if this is good. If it looks fire, I might check it out.
Intel coming later this year.
I want to like Zombies. I like multiplayer.
AB, Mark.
That's fun
now,
for
we
me.
know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal event at Call of Duty Next on August 28th. Make sure to stay tuned for details and watch your favorite streamers get hands-on Black Ops 6 so you can be prepped and ready to jump into our MP beta and feel Omni movement for yourself. We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6 in the coming months and look forward to seeing your reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this fall and into launch. And
Yo,
it's not just
Activision,
about
what's up,
launch,
man?
because
Send
the
your boy a
team is
ticket, bro.
already focused on delivering
trying to play
a ton
some
of
Black
content
Ops.
in the live seasons, which we'll be sharing more about. Am I allowed to talk about Warzone yet?
No, and I don't give a damn about Warzone right now, bro.
Our goal on Black Ops 6
haven't played
was
Warzone
and
in
still
so long.
is to make something that is the best work we've ever done, and frankly, the most fun to play. To do that, we deconstructed all of our gameplay, our systems, and content plans, and repeatedly asked how something could be better. In some cases, that led us to huge innovations like Omni Movement, where we're now allowing players to move how real people and operators move.
I don't think they'd be freaking diving in real life like that.
Like Prestige. Then taking that classic system through the ringer and making updates and improvements. Across our weapons, gear, operators, maps, and more, a huge push has been to hit the highest visual and audio fidelity possible. The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue and are being hunted by the teams that trained you. On top of that, the team is really focused on mission and engagement variety. Multiplayer is a key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and hopefully, in this sneak peek, it was clear that every single part of the MP game loop will be improved and better than ever.
We're gonna have to see about that.
To shooting, to footsteps, to engagement systems, to death. And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return of round-based zombies. There is so much more to share across all 3 game modes before the game officially launches on October 25th. On behalf of the entire team, we can't wait for you to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
October 25th, copy. I like those. That's fire. But an experienced gamer knows we don't pre-order games no more until the freaking game comes out. That's when we buy it, you know, because there'd be a lot of funny shit going on with these gaming studios nowadays. All right, we're going to check out the gameplay. Again, all that stuff is cool, but it doesn't matter because if they still have skill-based matchmaking and EOM, then we're going to see how long this game lasts, right? But my thing is this, right? So stuff like the servers, you know, they get all this money, they don't improve the servers. There's little shit like that they need to fix, you know, that, all right, if you're going to have that in the game, SBMM, I got to deal with the bullshit. Let the game work the right way, at least. That's the only issue I have. But SBMM shouldn't even be in the game at all, bro.
Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Something's going on. Something big.
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
How's he look?
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
The agency is compromised.
I'll tell you what, this trailer looks a lot cleaner,
from the inside.
graphically wise.
I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
Because it's 4K.
You don't have to trust me, Marshall.
That 4K makes a difference, you see?
Hey, it's something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
You broke into a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
Pre-order the Vault Edition.
All right, man. I'm really hoping this is going to be a good game, man. You know, I want Call of Duty to be great again. So I'm hoping that The multiplayer will be everything that we look forward to. We still have to see what they're gonna add, if there's gonna be any new perks, new kill streaks. Like I think it's time. It's time for them to start innovating again when it comes to that aspect of the multiplayer. Because we know they spend all their time on Warzone, but I haven't even been playing Warzone. I heard the service is bad. I still want to play Warzone. I'm not saying I would never play it again, but make a good multiplayer, bro. That's the bread and butter of Call of Duty. Warzone, all right, it's cool, but after a while, is Battle Royale still gonna be around, bro? Is that still gonna be? I mean, maybe, but you gotta fix the core of your game and what people came to love about your game, and it was multiplayer. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give them a chance with Black Ops 6 because I wanted to be done with them when Modern Warfare 3 left such a bad taste in my mouth. Pause. But if Black Ops 6 is a return to form and all signs are pointing to it, then hey, I guess we'll be lucky gamers. But it's just funny that it takes X Defiant to come out and fans to be so upset with Activision to finally start listening, bro. Should have been listening to the fans since day one. Anyway, it's your boy Dollarz. If you enjoyed this reaction, you already know, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.